wine wouldn't let me buy wine after driving 60 miles because they needed to see the ID of someone I didn't even know. So, I placed a $10,000 wine order and never picked it up. There's a specific wine I use to pair with food. The closest Total Wine that had it was a 60-mile drive and it was storming out and I wanted it for the holidays because most likely was going to be cooped up inside. So I drove over. This used to be my typical Total Wine until I moved 2 counties away. Anyway, I went in and picked up the wine and got some other stuff for holiday parties. Was in there for maybe an hour and it came time to check out and the cashier asked me for my ID, so I gave it to her and then she told me she needs to see the ID of the other person I was with, so now I'm confused and say I'm alone? And she says, well, I have to go get my manager. So he came out to tell me that she told him I was with someone and they needed to come back and bring their ID or they wouldn't sell it to me. I told him I wasn't with anyone. He asks to see my ID, looks at it and says, well, unfortunately you look young. I find it extremely disrespectful to tell someone they look young while you're holding their ID in your hand, and not to mention I've been shopping at that exact location for about 4 years and have never had a problem. So I told him about how I drove there and have been shopping there for years and that I even have a second form of ID, and he was just kind of giggling and saying no. So I left very angry and it was late around 9 p.m.